On today's episode of Cigarreel, we're going to have a cigar reel chat. That's going to be on today's episode of Cigarreel, and that episode starts next on Cigarreel in Season 3. Good day, y'all. Welcome to Cigar. I am Mike. Today's episode of Cigarreel, we're going to do a cigar reel rant. I'm going to rant about a few cigars on today's episode of Cigarreel. Make sure you comment down below on what cigar you're smoking while you're watching this episode. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms, which is at Cigarreel. And don't forget to get my Cash App, which is $CigarreelMM. In today's episode, we're just going to have a basic cigar chat. And basically, I'm going to be rambling. Hopefully, you can ramble down in the comments down below. And when we come back, we're going to have that rant on today's episode of Cigarreel in Season 3. Welcome back to Cigar. I am Mike. Today's episode of Cigar, we're going to have a cigar rant. So, I hear a lot of questions out there about cigars with a tight draw. Now, do a lot of people understand that cigars are hand rolled and you try to be 100% perfect when rollers roll cigars, and sometimes, you know, they've been rolling for maybe 3-4 years and they do some that are tight, some that are loose. It happens in a hand rolled cigar. It's going to happen. You're going to buy a box, for an example, I'm smoking the H. Upmann Natural Churchill. Every once in a while, when you buy a box of 20, the first 18 are perfect. Then you get two that are that have issues. They're not rolled right. They do, the roll is tight. They crack when you cut them because maybe it's an error on the cigar smoker's part where they rush the cut. They cut too much off on the head and it starts unraveling. Things like that happen. So to prevent a lot of those issues, I would recommend everyone buying a cigar poker. A cigar poker, actually, you poke through the top of the head and it opens up that cigar to give it a better draw. That's what I would recommend, is having that poker handy to where when you run across an issue like that, you can correct that issue by throwing in a poker. And when you do a straight edge on the cigar, make sure you only cut off a half an inch to less than an inch, just enough to just pierce the head of that cigar to prevent it from unraveling while you're smoking. And that's why I prefer to do a plug cut. A plug cut is perfect because it puts a hole right in the center of the cigar and it doesn't take any of the head off. It just pierces a hole within the top of that cigar. And when we come back, more cigar rants on Cigarreel in Season 3. When we come back, this is Cigarreel. Welcome back to Cigarreel in Season 3. We're doing a Cigarreel rant. And I'm smoking the H. Upmann Reserve 1844 Natural Churchill. It's a great cigar. I'm going to run through some of my favorite cigars that I enjoy that will be also in this Season 3 of Cigarreel. Everyone knows I like the Asylum 13 70x7 cigar. That is a phenomenal stick. I've been smoking those a while. The construction on that cigar is phenomenal. Also, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Maduro Churchill is another favorite cigar, which I'll be talking about in this season of Cigarreel in Season 3. I've also been smoking the Perdomo Lot 23, which is another phenomenal stick. Another great line. They have Churchill, Robusto, Corona. They have a great line of 5 or 6 cigars. The Barrel Aged Perdomo is also another phenomenal stick. The Sun Grown Perdomo is another phenomenal line of cigars. Comment down below if you tried any of those cigars. But I've really been enjoying lately the Padron series. The 7,000 series, Maduro and Natural. The 5,000, the 4,000, and the 3,000 series are a great line of cigars. I don't get into the Padron higher end cigars where you're spending 25 bucks a stick. That's something I will not do. I have, but my everyday smoke would not be a Padron higher end top shelf cigar. I can't justify spending 30 bucks a stick. Just saying. But they are a very good stick. I know a lot of friends of mine who make that their everyday cigar. My everyday cigar, I want to be at a price point about $10 to $12, which I think is average for an everyday cigar. And when we come back, more on Cigarreel in Season 3. This is Cigarreel. Welcome back to Cigar. I am Mike. This was a Cigarreel Season 3 Cigarreel rant. Thanks for watching today's episode of Cigarreel. Always comment down below if you have any questions. And also don't forget to hit me on my social media, which is all at Cigarreel on all platforms. And hit my Cash App, which is $CigarReelMM. And once again, thank you for watching today's episode of Cigarreel Season 3 rant/chat. I am Mike. This is Cigarreel in Season 3. I'll catch you all in the next Cigarreel episode. This is Cigarreel in Season 3.